Cats are unique and may have different preferences when it comes to the flavors, smells, and textures of their food. Finding a cat food she enjoys that is also complete and balanced is the first step in feeding a cat. There are many other factors to consider, from the type of dish you use, to the placement of her dish and how much and how often to eat. With guidance below, mealtimes can become a time for connection and relaxation together. Choose the right cat food. The first step is finding the right food for your cat. You'll want to consider your cat's age, weight, overall health, and whether she's an indoor cat or not. Kittens need kitten food, whereas cats over age 7 may benefit from a senior cat food. Cats in between can thrive on an adult maintenance formula. In addition to choosing a food based on her age and other needs, like hairball control, you also have a variety of flavors and textures to choose from. You can feed dry or wet cat food or a combination of the two. Flavors and textures can range from chicken or fish to crunchy or creamy. You may need to try several before finding something your cat loves. Determine amount of food needed. Regardless of the type of food you choose, it's important to ensure you feed the correct amount each day. Overfeeding could lead to weight gain, which can cause other health problems. Refer to the feeding instructions on the cat food label to determine how much to feed your cat each day. Kittens up to 6 months of age requires more food per pound of body weight to support their growth than do adult cats. Health matters. If your veterinarian says your cat has become overweight, you'll need to decrease the recommended amounts to avoid overfeeding. Keep in mind that spaying or neutering decreases a cat's energy needs by almost 30%, which can lead to weight gain. Talk to your veterinarian about how to adjust your cat's diet after her surgery to avoid weight gain. If your cat suffers from a health problem such as diabetes, you may need to feed him based on whenever he is administered insulin, depending on the type. If your cat has hyperthyroidism, he may want to eat all the time. Treat the disease first. When a cat ages, his teeth may go bad, or he may develop gum disease that may make it difficult to chew dry food. Offer them canned food or dry in a finer nugget size. You can also mash up the dry and mix it with water to make it easier to chew. Establish a feeding schedule. A feeding routine will help your cat know what to expect at mealtimes and can make the process more enjoyable for you both. Wet cat food should be consumed within 20 to 30 minutes of serving, and any remaining food should be refrigerated and eaten within 24 hours of opening. You can also try a refrigerated, automatic feeding bowl to feed your cat her wet food when you aren't home. There are 3 ways to feed cats: meal feeding, free feeding, or combination feeding. Meal feeding. Meal feeding means you're providing food to your cat only at specific meal times during the day. Both canned and dry foods can be fed in this manner. Meal feeding is best way to monitor the amount of food cats are eating every day. Kittens should be fed up to 3 times a day. Once a cat becomes an adult at about 1 year of age, feeding once or twice a day is just fine as long as they are healthy. Free feeding. When you free feed your cat, their food is available at all times. Keep in mind that only dry foods can be fed in this way because wet food should not be left out throughout the day. If you're noticing that your cat is leaving dry food in their bowl for more than a day, you should throw it out to maintain its freshness. Free feeding cats can lead to overeating and obesity, especially if the amount of food is not limited. Make sure to properly measure the amount of food necessary for them for the day. Free feeding dry food is best for cats who exercises self-control so can maintain a healthy weight. Combination feeding. Mixed feeding can be defined as serving canned food as a twice daily meal and dry food is freely available. This gives cats the nutritional benefits of both wet and dry food. But like free feeding, combination feeding can lead to overeating and obesity, so it is important to measure the food out and not refill them bowl until the next day. Multiple cats. If you have multiple cats, ideally each cat should have their own food and water station in a quiet, low-traffic place where the cat likes to spend time. This is because cats are solitary eaters, they prefer to be alone when they eat. Amount control may not be possible to free feeding for multiple cats. Choose the right feeding dish. Cats' whiskers help them to navigate their surroundings, determine the width of openings and even communicate their mood. Deep bowls with high sides may irritate your cat's whiskers, which can negatively impact her mealtime experience. This phenomenon is described as whisker stress and can be upsetting to her. The best types of cat bowls or plates are shallow and wide with a small lip. These types of dishes allow your cat to eat without any whisker irritation. A shallow bowl also lets her remain aware of her surroundings as she eats, which can make her feel more at ease. Wide bowls or plates can help catch any stray bits of food, making cleanup easier for you when she's finished. Find a good location. It may be more convenient to stick your cat's food dish in a corner out of the way, but this placement can put your cat on edge. If you have a multi-pet household, food location is even more important. In nature, cats eat with a clear view of their surroundings so they can detect any approaching predators. To make your cat feel more comfortable during mealtime, try putting her food bowl in an area with unobstructed views rather than in a corner. If you have other pets, you may want to consider putting her food bowl on a higher surface other pets can't reach. Try feeding toys. Feeding toys are a great way to incorporate more play and enjoyment into your cat's mealtime. Puzzle feeders and food distributor balls encourage your cat's drive to hunt. These types of feeding toys can help keep cats occupied throughout the day and provide much-needed mental stimulation. They are also helpful for cats who need to lose weight. Rather than eating an entire day's worth of food at once, they eat a little bit at a time and are active while doing so. Remember to check the toys at the end of the day to make sure your cat ate all the food. Remember to hydrate. Hydration may not come to mind when thinking about how to feed a cat, but it's critical to her overall health. Many cats don't drink enough water. Stagnant water in the wild often signals bacteria or parasites, so cats instinctively steer clear. Your cat may have similar feelings toward a bowl of water sitting out. Replacing the water frequently, and using the right type of dish, can help. You could also try a cat water fountain, as many cats prefer running water. Some cats may be afraid of the noise the fountain makes, however, so it may or may not help. Wet cat food can also provide another source of hydration for your cat. Whether you're bringing home a new cat, or you want to make meal times with your current kitty more enjoyable, following these tips can help.